Hey guys, so it is Wednesday morning. It's like 7 a.m. I am about to head to another shift at the rescue, so I just wanted to update you on what I finished up last night. So I actually got really far into Love and Luck. This is the book that I'm using for the like something you want to do challenge because I want to go to Ireland. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not loving this as much as I loved Love and Gelato. Like, Love and Gelato felt like a really, like, complete type of story where it was satisfying while you were reading it, even though you were still discovering things. This one, I'm literally this far into it. Like, I'm probably a good 3/4 of the way in, and I still feel like I'm at the beginning of the story and that I don't know any of the characters. I don't know, I wanted to like this one so much more because I love Ireland so much, but I'm just liking Love and Gelato a lot more because I feel like it was a more like, they set up the story, she went to Italy and started to discover herself. This one feels kind of like all over the place because like, they're already in Ireland and she was supposed to go to Italy to visit Lena, but then things happen and other things just kind of keep happening. So it feels like I don't have like the meat of the story yet, and I'm like that far. I want to like it. I'm loving the voice of the guidebook person, which I was interested to see what they were gonna do in this, because in Love and Gelato, you kind of bounce back and forth between like what's happening to Lena in Italy in the present time, but you're also reading her mother's journal about things that happened to her when she was younger and in Italy. And I liked the like variation of the voices in this. This one, we're getting like kind of little side snippets of like a guidebook to Ireland for the heartbroken, and like kind of like a funny satirical voice that like reads it. I don't know. So I'm liking that part, but I'm like not invested in the story. It's fun. I listened through like this much of it already, and I'm gonna go drive to work and probably listen to the rest of this morning. So that is my update for right now. It's very early. I need to wake up, and I will check in when I'm more cohesive and showered and human. Okay, see you then. Okay, hey, so it is clearly, whoa, I'm spinning, much later in the day. I'm currently working on uploading yesterday's vlog, and I'm about to head outside because the forecast apparently lied. It's beautiful and sunny out today, so I think I'm gonna go read outside with the goats, so you will be able to see some goat footage. You're welcome. So I did finish up Love and Luck on the way home today, and I liked it, but it was not nearly as good as Love and Gelato. I'm giving it 3 stars because I still think that it had some good messages about it, but it was definitely not like the stereotypical fluffy contemporary. Like, it didn't really result in a romance. It was a lot more of just kind of like trying to figure out what happened. Like, it's one of those books where like there is an event that happened prior to the story that was kind of catastrophic, and they dance around it the entire time, and in my mind, that's kind of lazy writing because they literally just kind of like dangle something in front of you to keep you hooked on the story, because other than that little detail being dangled in front of you of like wanting to know what happened, there wasn't anything happening in the plot. Like, there was stuff, I don't know. It was cute. I enjoyed the Ireland landmark references, but I don't think it nearly held up to Love and Gelato, because Love and Gelato I feel like had really good like messages and like self-growth. This was just kind of like a mini version of it. I don't know. So 3 stars for this one, but this is technically also my 3rd book done for BookTubeAthon, and I made like a tiny bit of progress on what to say next, but this is the book that I'm going to take outside with me. Ooh, I'm just realizing this is a white book. That's a very dangerous thing to do, to take outside right now. Well, I'm gonna risk it because the dust jacket will go back on top of this, but my goal is to finish this today. I need to check the schedule to see when a Twitter sprint is coming up. I'm hoping that there will be one this afternoon, but that is the plan for the afternoon. My goal is to finish this and start this. So this will be books 4 and 5 for the readathon. I'm chugging along. It's only 3 days in, and I'm pretty well into my reading challenges. I think it's gonna go well this time. I have hope. But that's gonna be it. I will check in with you guys later on in the day to give you an update. Ooh, just kidding. I just got in from checking the mail, and I got some book mail, so I'm gonna just open this real quick for you guys. It's gonna be exciting. I think I know what it is. I'm all excited for like a really mini book haul, but this is just, I believe, a pre-order that I did like a very, very long time ago. I can't get it out of the package. There we go. Oh, it's upside down. Hold on. There we go. It is Heart of Thorns by Brie Barton. I'm so excited to read this. I've been hearing mixed reviews, but I'm very, oh, look at that cover. That's a cool cover. I didn't know it was gonna have all that like background detail. I'm digging this, but I'm excited to try it. I've heard mixed things. I'm pretty optimistic for it though. Come say hi. Hello guys, how are you doing? Well, this was supposed to be my nice peaceful reading spot. This is what the goats think of it. Guys, this is why we can't have nice things. Well, it's somewhat soothing. I have somebody who keeps trying to steal my flip-flop, but other than that, we're doing some reading. Okay, got my flip-flop back on. Are you just itchy? Okay, well, super. Don't do it. Don't do it. Give it back. Okay, well, this is my reading experience. Alrighty, hey guys, so it's a little bit later and I made some progress in what to say next while I was out there after everybody calmed down. Napoleon eventually does settle down and just like sleep next to me while I read, but it takes like a solid 20 minutes to get to that point. So I need to like commit to going out to read out there, but I am on page 216 of What to Say Next. So I only have this little chunk left, which honestly would not take that long, maybe like 45 minutes for me to read it. But Shane Dawson just uploaded his first part of his new series with Jeffree Star, and I need to go watch it, and it's a doozy. I'm pretty sure it's like 40 something minutes, so I'm gonna go do that. I will probably do one more check-in later today to let you guys know if I finish this and what I start next, because this is my 4th book for BookTubeAthon. And I think I'm gonna start Water for Elephants. That's the audiobook I'm feeling. I will get into that later-ish. We'll see. Alrighty, hey guys, so this is going to be my final check-in for, oh god, what is today? Wednesday. That day. That's the day we're on. But I did want to update you and let you know that I finished What to Say Next, and oh my god, this is possibly one of the best books that I've read this year. Like, okay, one, this is the worst cover in the world for this book. Like, this has nothing to do with the book whatsoever. Why are there 2 cups? There were never 2 cups in this story. The only thing that is relevant to the story is if you look super, super close, you can see the background has numbers scrolling across it, which I believe are the digits of pi. That is pretty much the only thing that is somewhat relevant to the story. So if you're like me, you didn't really know much about this. Looking at the cover, you think it's just gonna be a really cute, fluffy summer contemporary. This was so much more than that, and I loved it so much more than I thought I would. So, very brief plot synopsis about this book. We go back and forth between David and Kit, our 2 main characters. David is on the autism spectrum, and we read from his perspective and we follow his life through it, but he's pretty high functioning. He's aware of all of like his flaws and issues, and he's working through them with like his family, his sister. And he's okay with his life. He's just doing his normal high school teenage life. And our other main character is Kit, who is a girl who also goes to the school with him. And prior to this book starting, her father died in a car accident, and she is not dealing with it very well. Like, she's kind of in denial. Well, she's not really in denial, but she's not grieving in like a healthy manner whatsoever. Like, she's shutting her mom out, she's shutting her friends out, and she decides to sit down at David's lunch table one day, and it just kind of, their friendship and relationship just kind of goes from there. So, this book obviously has some triggering things, but it has really deep messages in it about just like the world and how people view other people. It was amazing. If you guys like the show Atypical on Netflix, first of all, if you haven't watched the show Atypical on Netflix, I highly recommend it. You can binge through that in a weekend, but it follows a boy who is on the spectrum, and it's a very eye-opening look into what life is like, not only being autistic, but being in the family or friends with somebody who is on the spectrum. It's a very like kind of educational but very highly entertaining show. This book is just like that, and I loved it. Like, I haven't read a book like this where I was actually like smiling while I was reading it. Like I got so attached to these characters so fast. Like it's not that long of a book, but oh my god, I felt for them. Like when pivotal things happened in the story, I was like gripping the book like my life depended on it. It was so good. Like, be prepared for me to talk about this book for quite some time, because this was a 5-star read for me. So that being said, this is my 4th book completed for BookTubeAthon. I will take you over to the stack, and I will go through the challenges that I have completed and my plans for the rest of the night. So this is my completed stack. So, as an update, this is the book Read While Wearing the Same Hat. This is the book that has green on the cover. This is the book of things that I want to do. And this was my first book, like the let a coin flip decide your first read. So technically this was the first book that I started. So I am 4 books and 4 challenges in. I'm pretty excited. Also, wow, hello, natural lighting, very harsh on my face. I also think that I'm about to sit down. I think I'm gonna start the audiobook for Water for Elephants because I really want to get to that like earlier in the week. It's not really early, it's Wednesday. We're like halfway through the week already, but I want to make sure that I can finish that in time to be able to watch the movie, because I think Randy actually wants to watch the movie with me. So I would like to get through that so that we could potentially watch it on Friday. So that is my plan. I'm gonna pop in some headphones, then I'm gonna paint my toenails, and that's gonna be it for today's check-in. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I will see you guys tomorrow.